Well, we're in for a treat this week. Denise Pearson, hello.
Hey, you sweetheart. How are you?
We both say, I feel like I've known you for a long time and that we've met before. But it's possibly because I was a huge fan of Five Star for so many years.
Yeah.
And I followed your solo career, so I've seen you in and out of magazines, on social media, whatever. Welcome to Virgin Radio and Virgin Radio 80s Plus.
Thank you for having me, Steve.
This is your 80s playlist. We're going to start with Five Star.
Yes.
And let me chuck this song at you because it's on your list. Systematic.
Yes.
Tell me about this.
Systematic. It's just such a fun tune, you know, and the routine. It was one of the hardest routines, actually. It was a lot.
What a routine! Can you still do it?
Yeah, we do it, but we don't do the up and downs. Yeah, just got to save those knees. But yeah, it's such a fun song. It was great recording the video. We went to the costume store up in London and immediately went straight to that section, you know, that kind of like vintage kind of soldier kind of look. Got to the set, put all these colours in our hair, and just made it all kind of crazy and futuristic. And then, it just kind of like grew and took place. And it just turned out the way it did.
So a couple of quick fire 5-star questions.
Yeah.
Obviously, you guys were all siblings.
Uh-huh.
Your dad put the band together. Is this right?
That's
Is this right at the beginning of the 80s, isn't it?
Yeah, early 80s. I told Daddy, actually, I always used to come home and play my guitar in my bedroom, and I said, Dad, if you don't sign me, I'm going to go to a record company and get them to sign me.
He had no choice.
He had no choice. But then he was signing another group at the time, 3 girls. So us 3, me, Lorraine and Doris, got together and learned the demo that group was supposed to sing. And then Daddy says, you know, I'm going to put the 3 girls together. To Mummy, he says, we're going to put the 3 girls together in a group. She says, well, why don't you put the 5 of them together? Because we're all kind of like leaving school at the same time.
Amazing.
So that was it. Lo and behold.
And tell me, as we go into this song, what do you think when you hear this song now, Systematic?
I think it's really suits the time now. It was very...
It's timeless, isn't it?
Yeah, it's timeless. That's exactly the word I was looking for. Yeah, so this is it. Systematic.
I've seen Cindy do this song and the room has erupted in tears. You know, there's not a dry eye in the house. This is so emotional, so pivotal. Yes. Why have you picked this True Colours?
Because she's singing this song from her heart, you know, sweetie. We were touring at the time that this song came out, and it reminds me of the tour, our first tour, True Colours. But Cindy's voice is phenomenal, you know. I love her. I just love her as an artist.
Yeah. And apparently the person who wrote this song wanted somebody else to do it. And it wasn't until Cyndi Lauper sang it and he was like, stop the clock.
You know what I'm saying? You have to stop the clock.
This is the one.
Yes, absolutely. When you hear that, the one, then you just have to go with it, you know? And they picked the right one. This is the right song.
Toto Africa, big track alert. Stop the clock.
Uh-huh.
Tell me about this.
Africa.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. Goom, 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 goom. Oh my God. There's nothing like the 80s music, is there,
No,
Steve?
this is pivotal though, isn't it?
Oh my God, yes.
I mean, this is what, like, because lots of your songs have got one thing in common. They've all stood the test.
Yeah.
You know, all these songs still sound great now. Congratulations, you've got a great taste in music.
Thank you.
But this particular, this one particularly, what is it about this song? It's so timeless.
You know, it's just like Christopher Cross. It has that journey. It takes you on a journey, you know?
Yeah.
And it is timeless. And when you put it on, it's, oh my God, it's just that energy just elates you.
It's amazing. Are you enjoying this week?
Absolutely enjoying it, Steve. Thank you so much for having me.
I've got a question, a memory. You might not want to remember this memory, but we have certain people come in and I say, oh my gosh, do you remember this happening in the 80s? You might know what I'm about to say. 5 Star. I always remember, so I was a kid. Yeah. We used to watch Going Live on television on Saturday morning. Do you know where this is going, don't you?
I do.
Oh my God. I didn't know how this was going to go down. And we can't, I mean, even to today, I can't repeat what was said, But it was one of those moments that gets shown on TV shows now.
Yeah.
You're taking live calls.
Yeah.
Someone comes on and drops the F-bomb.
Yeah.
And you guys had to just sit there. Can you remember that moment?
I remember it. I thought, oh my goodness, did he really just say that? And I looked at Del's face, and Del was so disappointed. He kind of like dropped his mic kind of like down, and he's like, what's going on here? And I'm like, it's all right, don't worry, he's probably having a bad day. But I found out that he was a massive 5-Star fan, and his sister made him upset before he went live on air.
Oh.
And then he regretted what he said.
There we go.
Yeah, this is what I found out.
See, that is the ending that I hoped for.
Yes.
It was probably just some kid, trying to
God
get
bless
his
him.
2 seconds of fame. But it does go down as one of those, like pre-watershed moments where it was kind of Saturday morning at 10 o'clock, wasn't it?
And April Fool's Day, I think it was, wasn't it?
They were all like, well, let's just move on, like it had never happened. But I had to mention that. Fatback Band, I found lovely. Denise.
Oh yeah, festival song, baby. Oh, that is just incredible. Once you put that on, you can put it on at Christmas, you can put it on Valentine's, you can put it on any time that you want to have a dance around. I work out with this, and I'm just fully got it on repeat.
Talking of festivals, I mentioned this to you earlier. We have our lovely receptionist here, Phil, said, "Oh, Steve, I was at Mighty Hoopla. I saw Denise appear. She was incredible. This was just like last year or something. You had a tent full of thousands of people knowing every word to every song. I mean, that must feel. How does that make you feel? In this day and age, you're still smashing it.
It's phenomenal. It really is. I mean, my dad's plan, what he put together, was to get Paul Jackson Jr. on guitar. It was to get Greg Fillinganes on keyboard. So there was a plan behind 5-Star. It didn't just all fall into place and happen. There was a plan behind it.
What a brilliant plan it was.
Absolutely, sweetheart.
Executed to perfection, wasn't it?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And we were very focused. And when we went out there, everything was cool. Everything was wonderful. It was wholesome. We were on the Royal Varieties, and so that's why it's around. Our music is still around, live and kicking and brilliant today.
And I've got to say, because I went for a 5-Star marathon yesterday, it all sounds really great.
Thank you, sweetheart.
It does. Rain or shine. We're going to play Rain or Shine later on this week, but my
Wonderful.
absolute favourite, and I will gush over that song later. Denise Pearson's here. Denise, I want to talk to you about Michael Jackson.
Yes.
Thriller's on the list.
Yes.
First question, got to ask you this.
Yes.
Did you ever meet him?
I didn't. Daddy did and Doris did, but I wish I did. Only after I went into Thriller Live on the West End Strip. Yeah, because I learned about this incredible talent. I always knew he was an incredible talent, but when you have to step into his shoes and kind of like do his moves, and then you hear the height of his vocal, the tone, and where he was singing and how he sang, very percussive. It sat within my brain, and it was just phenomenal.
And is it true that you guys were based on kind of the Jacksons? Your dad saw the success and thought, you know what, it's the kind of band that he wanted to make 5-Star. Is that the truth?
No. It just kind of came together, because it was supposed to be the 3 girls in the beginning, but Mummy said put the 5, and apparently we had 5 members in our family, so it just turned out that way.
Yeah. But you were, I suppose the thing is, you always compared to them. How did that make you feel in the 80s?
Brilliant. We used to watch them.
There are worse bands to be.
Oh my God. We used to watch them on TV, the cartoons.
Yeah.
The J5 cartoons. It's like, they're on. The J5s are on. But God, amazing talent. Oh my God. That's God-given. I mean, even until this day, Michael Jackson is celebrated as the most successful icon, artist of all time.
And it's sometimes hard to believe that he's not with us anymore as well, because he's still around.
Yeah.
Like my Instagram, there's still videos and moments and appearances and concert bits. You know, and you're like, oh yes, he's not here anymore. So tell me about Thriller as we go into this song. Why this one?
Thriller, because everybody set up and waited for that video to come on. That's the thing.
Do you remember seeing that?
Yes, I do. Like a little mini movie, and it's like, we have social media now, which you can kind of like interact with the artists now. But back then it was like, oh my God, we got to stay up and we got to wait up to see this. And
It's a real
what's he up
moment,
to?
wasn't it?
Yeah, and it made it all kind of worth it. Yeah, that's why it was the first mini movie. Michael wanted to make a mark, and he certainly did.
Denise, you don't know this about me. I'm a massive Madonna fan. So I've seen her. Chris Evans and I worked out this. I've seen her 24 times now, all around the world. The current tour, the celebration tour, I went to see 4 times. What do you think of her? Her and her legacy and her songs.
She is absolutely phenomenal. She said, I remember when I went to my publishing company and he was pointing at this woman on the wall. He said, this woman is going to be the biggest entertainer of all time. And it was Madonna he was pointing to. And I thought, oh, okay, I was about 15 at the time. And I think she's phenomenal because she knows what to do, what to say, and she changes herself. She what is it called? You have
like
to reinvent yourself, and that's what she does. She knows what she's doing, and she's slick, and she's brilliant. She's really brilliant.
There's very few people like that because obviously we spoke about Michael Jackson earlier that are still around.
Yeah,
and I think that's what's special to see the celebration tour. The fact that she is remembering and she's delivering all those pivotal moments and going,
yes.
I did this.
Yes, sweetheart.
You know?
Yes, and all the more to her. She's a superstar. She really is, and she's an icon. She's one of the last that we have of that era, right? Michael's gone, Prince is gone, Whitney's gone. You know,
Tina's gone.
George
gone, Michael's gone.
Oh,
it's just like,
my God,
it's so. Papa Don't Preach. Why this one?
I remember when she came out with that short blonde, and I loved it. And she was walking up the stairs with her hands in the jeans.
Was
and
it
it
like
was
the
she's
Italians
so cool.
do it better thing, wasn't it?
Yes! Oh my God,
Yeah.
I love that. She's got balls. I really, really love that about her. But yeah, and the song was just, the melody of the song is amazing. She's amazing.
She is.
Yeah.
Oh, she only did 10 seconds of this in the tour, the current tour. But
Okay.
it was 10 seconds. I'm taking it. Do you have a favourite 5-star track? Is there one that shines above the rest?
There is one that we didn't release. It's called Rescue Me. It was on the Rock the World album. It's really hard hitting, and I love it. I sang it just like Michael. Oh my God, it is phenomenal. It's phenomenal. And Another Weekend.
And Another Weekend is another one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Of course, Another Weekend. So many memories. Tell me what the future plans are as we go into 2024, this new year. Can we see you?
Oh gosh, yeah.
New stuff coming out. Tell me everything.
Yeah. New single coming in the new year, maybe around about February time. End of February, March time. Summertime. Free Queen C is my new album.
Amazing.
That's coming. That's dropping. I'm trying to get it done for all together for June, released for June 13th.
Excellent.
Yeah, I've got all the songs.
Right.
But more songs keep falling down from the heavens.
So can we
it's
see
like,
you at Prides and stuff like that
of course,
next year?
and
Mighty
rewinds.
Hooplers and
Yeah.
Sing the Pinks and...
Let's rocks. Yeah. All in those festivals. Yeah.
Well, thank you for being so utterly gorgeous. It's lovely to meet you, and
you.
really lovely to meet someone that I've been a fan of for so long.
Thank you, Steve.
Thank you, and come back and see us soon.
Thank you, sweetheart.